Hi, welcome back to Bass Lessons HQ. Today we're working on a closed boogie woogie riff. Let me show you what that's all about. Now in straight 8, you use a boogie woogie riff whenever you hear a guitar player going. That standard little rock and roll thing, okay? Now normally your boogie woogie riff is going to be 1, 3, 5, 6. Nice and open like that across the scale. Now, when I say closed boogie woogie, what I mean is we're going to do the root, 6, 5, 6, root. And see how that's a lot closer? In C, by the way, that's C, A, G, A, C. So, let's take the first 2 measures of the notation and we'll play it at 80 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's move it up to 90 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we'll move it up to 100 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, and. We're almost up to full speed. Now we'll do it at 110 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, and. And finally, we're at full tempo, 120 beats a minute, which, by the way, like I said before, John Philip Sousa's favorite march tempo. 1, 2, 3, and. And there you go. Now, let's talk about the transition pieces. If we look at the 4th measure, you can see that we're doing a very simple walk to get up to the 4 chord, the F. And then in measure 6, going back down, see how everything's in the same position? Till we get to measure 8, going up to measure 9, the 5 chord, G. And then, notice how I use my middle finger so I can get my ring finger to the G, F sharp, F, to get back down to the 4 chord. Now the turnaround. Now those are all the different parts that make up this full 12 bar run. And what I would suggest you do, just like before, break it down. Take a couple of measures, work on them, get them up to tempo. Now, instead of going all the way up to full tempo with each piece, what you can do is start at 80 beats a minute. Work each piece up till you're to about 100 beats a minute. Then put them all together and you've got your full 12 bar blues, and you can work the entire 12 bar up to full tempo, 120 beats a minute. And I think that's a little more interesting, and it'll be a little more fun for you if you start putting everything together into the 12 bar sooner, instead of waiting until you can play everything at full tempo, okay? So, before I do the outro, let me remind you, if you're on YouTube, take a second to subscribe to the channel. That way you're the first to know when the videos come out. And then go over to basslessonshq.com and download the PDF of the standard notation and the tab, so you've got that as a helper as you're learning this, all right? So, until next time, I'm Lane. This is Bass Lessons HQ. And remember, y'all, aim high, play low. 1, 2, 3, and.